What's going on? Move the Mouse here, back in City Skylines, the town of Winterfell, with our Let's Play Season 5, Episode number 11. And what we really need to do today is get going on some more space to move people in. So that's where kind of our big demand is right now. And I think one of the pockets that I want to really fill in with residents is going to be over here. I think that makes the most sense. So let's go ahead and buy one of those tiles. Now we could buy this one in the bottom right, but that is more of, it's a tiny little sliver right here that we need to kind of patch all this together up along the coast. So I think the better way to do it is to buy this tile first, and we'll buy this one after that. All right, so that gives us definitely some room to expand. How do we get in there though? We're gonna want, these two exits are a little bit close, and I still don't have an exit that goes off that way. So maybe we can cram a three-way exit here just in the corner of this tile. Let's see what we can do. So we don't want to get too close to the edge, because it may not let us snap it in. It may also not let us place it if I don't look at this quite right. So let's see. So that should be okay right there. Let's delete, not the last segment, but up till the last segment. We're gonna have to get all this reconnected. Just redo our trains while we're over here. Let's see if we can make that work. Okay, that bend is not ideal, but we'll fix that once we get the next tile and we can curve that in a little better. But that gets us off the highway going this direction, which can feed traffic over to the industrial area, but also over towards this new pocket of what will be residential. Before I forget, because I know that I will, let's break out the train tracks and get that all sorted. Let's see, we'll bring this up right here, just over the highway. So that gets that reconnected. Now we've got to kind of hook this back in. So that covers this coming in, and now we just need one going out, which should be okay like this. Let's see. Will it let me snap? It's a little wonky. We'll fix it later. If you've been here before, you know the drill. Let's just get that going so we can get some people moving in. And we have highways now, so let's do a highway roundabout over here, because we want to start trying to offload some of the traffic for the industrial area. There's so much to do in this town. We want to keep it kind of have a small town feel, but I mean, I want to grow and try and unlock stuff. I don't know that 70,000 is going to have that small town feel. But we'll see what we can cram in. We may not go for the milestones on this one. We might just do what we can do. Now let's see. We want to kind of force a bend like this, which is a lot easier with Move It. Trick it out a little bit with the curve tool here. So that's pretty good. What we can do here is let's actually upgrade these. So we'll downgrade these ones to 2 lanes. Upgrade these to 2 lanes. That way you have a lane each direction coming off the highway, getting into 2 lanes on the rotary. If this creates backups, we can switch this to 1 lane, which changes the behavior of where people will merge into. But we'll see. We'll see if it'll work. We'll change our direction on this. We're good there. And then let's upgrade. Do we have all gravel roads over here? We might want to think about upgrading those. They've got a nice look, but they're not necessarily the most efficient. We'll come off like that. That should help dump some of the industry traffic over here, and then we'll have kind of our denser part of the population over this way, I'm thinking. So let's go roads here. Just kind of carry this out as a main connection, kind of coming off this highway, off the rotary. This becomes a heavier trafficked road, and then we'll start to spin some neighborhoods off of that. Now I'd like to get not too close to the train tracks, but I think that will do. That should work. And then let's curve this around and we'll connect this. So we'll come out to there. And then we'll sort of bring this up. Maybe something like that. And then we'll get back to straight tool. We'll kind of hook these up. It's going to be a little bit denser than some of the other portions of the map, but you might kind of expect that as the town grows, the waterfront property becomes more valuable, and more people get moved in there. So main avenue coming off, and then this will kind of be another main throughway. Carries traffic up there, maybe even we'll have a bypass over here. But let's start with that because we've got just that ton of residential demand. I want to figure out where we're going to put commercial along here. So I always like to do that around the main roads. So that should be an okay start. We do have lots of commercial demand. So much easier with a mouse. But that's okay. I guess we can have some houses kind of mixed in occasionally on the main street. That would be all right. Different kind of look and feel. All right, so why didn't that fill out that zone? It's weird. We'll do commercial here and along this strip. I'm not going to put anything on this last block because maybe we'll save that for services or schools. Let's 3 times speed while we get people hopefully moving in. Let's break out our heating pipes. and cover this avenue. Got some people moving in way on the edge of the grid. Thanks for that. Now I got to run extension cords over to your house. Let's do that before they complain and move out. Go on the north side of town for now. Keep it out of the way of where we're building. Okay, that should power up nicely. And we'll have a mixture of low density residential and commercial here. We do need some more need some more zoning. Maybe we start in and do a couple offices over here. Is that out of place on this map? Do we do all industry? Let's see. That demand is the one that's quickly climbing up. Let's get service coverage over here. So this is going to be a little thicker populated. So let's get a hospital in. And we may as well do cemetery, crematorium. And then let's get our police and fire. Get them powered, and this area will be pretty good, although I guess we could educate. Let's see where we got everybody moving in. Down here first, so get that elementary in. That covers is pretty good, but we'll throw another one in here while we're at it. We should be able to get away with one high school to cover all this area. That looks pretty good. So, health, fire, police, death care, power, water, education. We'll figure out transit over here at some point. I think what we need to do next is figure out our next pocket of... Look at all the traffic over here. It's moving, but it's a slop fest, and it's still coming out this way. Are they now taking advantage of the highway, at least? It looks like they are, depending on which way they're going. So where to get more industry? You know what? I think we're going to do one little office park. Let's see how it looks. So coming off of here... Up 1, 2, 3. We'll cut through there. And we'll make this a little office park that has a couple ways in. And let's carry this up. Perfect, right to the end of that. And we'll do the same thing. We will... up and over. Just do a little grid for some office here. We'll see what it looks like. If we don't like it, we can always dezone and redefine. But it might be a nice way to mix up a little bit over here. Let's get these power lines out of here. And that should power everything. We don't have enough workers over here. But we do have people moving in, so hopefully they will solve that problem. We do kind of have to look at where our population centers are at some point. Because that is a problem that we're having. If we look over here, I think that's still an issue, right? Not enough workers up here. So let's try policy. Do we have schools out on? we do have schools out on. So it's just a matter, I think, of getting people here. So we got to do better transit routes. We got to get residents closer. Maybe we fill in this pocket a little bit more and create some connections through. It looks like we did over here. There's a little tunnel that sneaks under. Make it easier for people's commute to get from the residential into the farming area over here. It's all farming, right? Yeah. So maybe it's time for some more dirty industrial. Although this looks like it also needs better routes for people to get here. How's the traffic doing here? So do we have two? We have 2 train stations now. So traffic comes in off the highway. Kind of gets funneled into these one-ways, right? Forcing traffic into the zone. And then at the end, that's what allows them to get out to the train tracks on either side. And if they needed to, can they hook back into the zone? So this side can. Where's this one go? This one only goes underneath. Oh, okay, they can hook back into the zone. They can either, they split under here. So they either come up to go to the highway, or they split under to get back on. It's an awkward turn, but it works. And it's keeping things moving around here. So I think next episode we're going to have to take a look at our mass transit options. And I was going to stay away from Metro. But we may need some better train coverage. We need some transit hubs, some ways to move people around. We've got a cable car, but all it does is move people up a mountain that they don't want to go up. I need to redistrict this and make this hotels and stuff. This is just standard commercial right now. I wish the ski lodge was a little bit bigger, because it looks very small next to the cable car and next to these commercial businesses. It'd be nice if it was a slightly larger structure. It's kind of like a rich family's ski lodge, not a resort ski lodge. Although they do have parking spaces, it doesn't honestly look that big that you could support a ski resort off of it. So we'll come up with something. But project-wise, I think this is a good start. This gets us going towards our next objective, which is really kind of filling that out. When we get to 40,000, we'll have another area. And then we can build this last little slice and get those streets connected up into here. We still got to figure out something with the highway. So maybe this is a highway that exits this way. That can cover residential and some access to the industrial. The next one makes sense to dump into that town, but maybe we look at this and turn this into a cloverleaf, or flip it around the other way to give more service and support over here. I don't know. It's a little cobbled together right now, but I don't know. We'll see. I still want to keep that small town feel. I wonder if, like, is this stuff too... It kind of made sense to me at the time. Like, you know, you have this town square. You have the little town that's built up. You have kind of a larger little downtown area where larger apartment buildings started to move in. But I think this is too much for this little downtown square. So maybe we'll rezone this as low density, and we'll start to move some higher density stuff over here. Or maybe we just switch it all to low density. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Should we do all low density and stay away from high density altogether? Just really keep that small town feel. I think it looks more the part, right? When you don't have the tall buildings kind of thrown around in there. Let me know what you think. I'll happily take feedback on this, because I can go either way. Like, I can see how this makes sense and how this would happen in real life, but it also doesn't necessarily make sense aesthetically. So let me know your thoughts. If you did enjoy the video, likes, comments, shares all help the channel and are greatly appreciated. I say it every time, but I do mean it. It really helps, and it really is appreciated. If you're new here, subscribe, hit the bell to get notifications. Tune back in on Friday for the next Let's Play. And check the Discord for a schedule of live streams. Every Sunday is going to be the city's live stream, but we're going to start doing some different things on Thursdays. So check tomorrow night out. I think we're going to do some retro gaming on the stream tomorrow night, Thursday. So join the Discord for more details. Follow me on Twitter. And until the next one, this is Move the Mouse, signing off.